This is what I do. Yeah. Ivan.
Ready to swing.
Bum, bum, bum. Listen. Bum, bum, bum. Not your ordinary. Bum, 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 bum. Show me I put a fist in. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Did you know we in the end? And just watch the deeds of men and match it to what's written. Guarantee you see it vivid. Count down the final minutes. Hands of time been ticking since the first vixen figured out her body captured victim. He had spirits transformed and rejected first estates just to get themselves a taste. Put their husbands' lives to waste. Taught them cutting of roots, every shade of mascara, and to use words to cast spells. Abracadabra. Then giants was born, some deformed like the Cyclops. A lot of religious groups going tell pro psyop. Infiltrated from within, making deals to gain ends, and only thing gained in the end is gone with the wind. Sold their soul for the wind. Consolation now acquired when you summon and required, beating cats to the fire. Especially a liar, not who hides it or denies it, but those that's malicious cook up rumors that's delicious. The days of history repeated, no surprises when it show up if you took the time to read it. You in delusion if you think there's nothing coming. Be aware, get prepared for what's destined, gonna need it. The days are Noah, history repeated, no surprises when it show up if you took the time to read it. You in delusion if you think there's nothing coming. Be aware, get prepared for what's destined, gonna need it. Overwhelming amounts of evil accounts and wickedness. The creator said he's sick of this. These giants are ridiculous. But in the midst of all of this, one was found worthy. Cause the favor as a favor had his family for the journey. A copy's in Kentucky, right down to the Pacific. Sides a plane, only boat, cross Atlantic or Pacific. Use logic, don't be twisted by the words of the subtle. That's the reason why the whole earth found itself in trouble. Then they ate the flesh of men abusing fish bestiality. Pedophiles in your families and all up in your churches. Wish your leader during service while you rushing early nervous. Wearing costumes like that really serves a purpose. The mission deem you worthless, no blessings, don't deserve it. Old friends of mine wanna see me massacred and murdered. Oh well, something unheard of. Loving many waxing so cold, ready for action without distraction. Go! The days of Noah, history repeated, no surprises when it show up if you took the time to read it. You in delusion if you think there's nothing coming. Be aware, get prepared for what's destined, gonna need it. The days of Noah, history repeated, no surprises when it show up if you took the time to read it. You in delusion if you think there's nothing coming. Be aware, get prepared for what's destined, gonna need it. He was locked in, all of the instructions to the letter. It was sunny, then suddenly instant change of the weather. The dome was made open and the deeps was broken up. As it rised, all those lives ain't survived was choking up. When it stopped, then they settled, it was time to repopulate. But the energy remained in, and Father Cain. Then the tower to confound them in the land of confusion. And the showers that devoured, leaving 5 cities fuming. They just kept adding to the present 2000s. You won't make it out breathe unless you rooted and grounded. Desecration of the covenant. Everywhere you see Skittles, gotta speak in parables so the wicked won't catch the riddle. If you like to play the middle, carry on as lukewarm. When the forces manifest and swarm, drop you where you belong. Anyone who's unsure, cause priorities are Dior. You can't take it with you when the flood of fire comes bonjour.
Peace. We live. We live. Once again, it's God time. Do you see what we see? Salute. Grace and peace. Salute. Once again, we are live. We are in effect. We are here. We are here. We are live. Continuing with this whole topic of predictive programming, which leads to our question with tonight's presentation. Our reality, well, not a question, more of a statement. Our reality is based off movies and television. Our reality is based off movies and television. So some may say, is art imitating life, or is it life imitating art? Or is this some devised plan that's being played out for everyone to see. Right? So we're going to get into it. Salute to everybody that's tapped in and that's here. Appreciate you. You could be anywhere else on a Saturday night where you're choosing to rock out and tune into another presentation. So let's get to it. Last week I made I mentioned something in regard to a scene in the movie Spaceballs, classic comedy movie. I made a comment in regards to it, how they had a window open from what appears to be a dome over the earth, but it's a force field in the movie. But you can clearly see they are playing around with the idea of a dome over the earth. And I wanted to share that clip if you never saw it before. So let me get that first one. So this is from last week's presentation. This is from last week's presentation called The Earth Was First. So I mentioned this in that presentation, but I didn't have the clip. I'm going to share it to show you that Hollywood is always flirting with the truth in film. And people take it as, you know, it's just a movie. Or is it? So this is the clip from the movie Spaceballs.
What? Preparing ship for metamorphosis, sir.
Good. Get on with it.
Ready, Kafka?
Look, it's Spaceball 1.
See it?
They've reached the air shield.
And it's opening.
So they're flirting with the firmament, the dome over the earth. And then you see right here, windows open, or a window is opening to the earth. Playing with the scriptures in regard to the windows of heaven being opened. So there you go, and you see what's supposed to be like the dome over the earth, and there goes the window opening up.
The ship's too big. They'll never get through.
How are they gonna get the
All
air
right.
out? I don't see any hope.
So I wanted to share that because I had mentioned it, and I just like to provide everything that I mentioned. Whether or not you guys go and check for yourself is one thing, but I like to provide everything that I'm mentioning. As always, if you believe, praise God. If you don't, praise God. You have your freedom, you have your liberty. I'm just sharing the information with you and trying to paint the picture so you can see what we see. And what I mean by we is there's more than just me believing in what I see. All right. So to give an update on the other presentation the week before that, called Is It Almost Time for the Final Scene? This is an update on what's supposed to be this ship that's coming to Earth. or a comet, or whatever you want to call it, called 3-Eye Atlas. So this is recent, and again, we went through it 2 weeks ago. Right?
This woman.
So that's supposed to be the ship that's coming to the Earth, supposedly. Let it be again. This is how big it is. Lights, right? So this is what they're saying is coming towards the Earth. And they're giving it a date now of October 29th. Then they say that it's supposed to disappear and then come back in November. And my thing is, how do they notice? How can you tell? How do you know? Are you communicating with someone on this ship? How do you know? So again, if you are a believer, you already know where we live, the realm that we live on, that we live in, and you know it's enclosed. There's no getting out and there's no getting in. So just keep that in mind. So let's go on with something recent that happened. But before I get to that, let me share this. Before I get to something recent, let me share this. Hollywood, as was presented before, how Hollywood has that relationship with these intelligence organizations. It's reported that they are actually towns and areas like what I'm about to present. I'm going to present 3 different trailers of basically the same scenario. It's different. Well, it's different scenarios, but it's basically the same storyline and idea. So this one is from a movie called The Village. Came out 2004.
We have always had, since the day we settled here, a gentle understanding with the creatures who live beyond our borders. We do not stray into their woods. They do not come into our village. I have always pictured them in some ways as our protectors. They have allowed us to live here, nestled amongst them in this untouched place. By the markings we find this morning on our homes, I feel they were warning us. We may question ourselves at moments such as these. Did we make the right decision to settle here? I fear our days of peace are over.
that's the first trailer I wanted to share. Right in line with tonight's presentation, our reality is based off movies and television. So if you're familiar with that movie, The Village, hopefully you get where I'm getting at and where I'm going with this. And it's been reported that these three-letter agencies that has been presented before, how they work with Hollywood, the movie industry, television, is reported that these agencies actually have places like this, which is part of experimentation. Part of their experiments. This is another one that came out 2020. It's another one that came out in 2020. Antebellum.
There she is.
Guess what? Daddy is going to get you dressed for school today.
We are descendants of the gods. This land was always ours. But we must never relent.
We're nowhere and everywhere.
You're from Virginia, right? I can tell. You're special.
We are the future.
You're not like the others.
I'm coming.
Whoever you were before, that's over.
What are we doing? What is the plan?
We go tonight.
911, what is your emergency?
As you saw at the end, that clip, you saw the butterfly over her mouth. And we know what that butterfly represents, the monarch butterfly, MK Ultra, mind control. So that's the second clip in tonight's presentation. And this is the third one. Now, what I'm showing and I'm attempting to do is to show you the correlation with all three that was presented, The Village, Antebellum, and this next one that I'm going to share, of how there are real instances of this. And I'm going to share one, and I will hope you will go and search that one and hopefully find others. This is nothing that is from someone's imagination. This is actual things that take place or have taken place. So here's the third one. Again, they all are the same premise, different scenarios. Two are the same scenario. Antebellum and the one that I'm gonna share with right now, pretty much the same scenario, but they're all three are on the same premise. So here's the third one with this one before I share the actual real account.
In our gracious state of Georgia, our God-given land, the Lord has offered us domestic livestock. We have to go.
All right, so that one you see
Livestock.
it says it's inspired by true events. It says inspired by true events. This is inspired by something that actually took place. This is what they're saying. And I have that proof of what actually took place, which I'm gonna share after this clip.
We have to go.
You must have hit your head real hard. Do you know you're in Georgia? Do you know it's 1973?
Well, I'm gonna need you to fill this out for me. I don't ride.
I can help you. This is knowledge. We spent decades trying to make a change for the people.
I know exactly who I am and where I came from.
Who are you then?
I'm free. How do I look?
Like you.
It's the woman you used to own.
Alice?
You watched us get tormented. It's my turn now. I'm going back.
That's a death certificate.
Doing the right thing is never wrong. I'm not scared, and that should scare you.
You're not gonna leave here in one piece.
This tradition was born long before you.
It's all coming down. I am freedom.
So that's the third clip from the movie Alice, which came out after Antebellum. So they're based on the same scenario where people were in a position of slavery, not knowing that it was modern times because they were under some type of mind control. Now, Alice is based off a true story, which I'm going to share. So what's the correlation with the other one with The Village? The premise of all three movies is you have a group of people that are being manipulated mentally to believe that they are in a certain time period when it's actually a different time period. And these intelligence organizations, specifically the CIA, is said of them that they are areas that are like this, where people are living in a certain time period. And a lot of it is experimentation. So with the first one, The Village, I hate to spoil it for anyone that didn't see it, but hopefully, you go see it. It's basically these families, these wealthy families that came together, and they created a compound with however many acres to make it seem like it's some city or area that was being established sometime in the 1800s, when in reality it's modern times. And they had these zones that you cannot walk past because of the myth of some monster that came. So they had people that was a part of the deception wearing the costume, terrorizing the town from time to time to keep people afraid from trying to venture out and to leave. Like with the Truman Show, how they told him not to go in the water because the water is dangerous. And every time he went, they purposely made the water shake and what have you. And they kept him stuck until he finally gathered the nerve to do it. And then he found out he was enclosed. He was behind some wall, right? So it's the same idea with this. So they put those things up so people wouldn't venture out. And somebody did, and they wound up getting stabbed. And they sent one of the founding members that came up with the idea and funded it, agreed to send his daughter, who was blind, but she makes it through, climbs a wall, and she's on a road. And there's vehicles passing by, and then a vehicle stops, and it's actually law enforcement that was being paid to watch the reservation, or whatever you call it, the compound that was private. And then at the end, it shows you, a plaque on the wall that it says there's the such and such reservation. And she went out there to go get medicine to help with the stab wound or what have you. But the whole idea is that she was in a different time period when it was actually the present. And that's the same premise with Antebellum and with Alice. But Alice, though, is based on a story, on a true story by this older sister right here. This older woman by the name of Louise Miller. She passed away in 2014, but again, everything that's shared tonight, as always, in every presentation will be available in the description after the live. So it's based off her story, Alice. All right, and you go ahead and read the article and go through it. I'll just read this first part. May Louise Miller, born May Louise Wall, was an American woman who was kept in modern-day slavery near Gillsburg, Mississippi, and Kentwood, Louisiana, until her family achieved freedom in early 1963. And slavery was said to be abolished in the 1800s, the mid-1800s. So in 1963, her and her family achieved freedom. So again, our reality is based off of movies and television. We see things in movies and television, and some may think it to be entertainment or somebody's wild imagination, and you come to find out that it's actually something that is transpired. And then you have cases where people try to mimic what they see. But are they mimicking what they saw in a movie? Or is it something that happened that wasn't broadcasted, and this is where the idea of the movie came from? Well, let's continue. So this is a very popular one. There's a very popular one that came out. They have a franchise with it, actually. Came out in 2013. Then I'm gonna show you something in reality, something real. So this was The Purge. It came out in 2013.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
Why don't you guys kill someone tonight?
Because we don't feel the need to, Johnny.
Just remember all the good the Purge does.
We'll be fine just like always, no worries, okay?
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.
Help me! Someone, please, help me! I just need to get someone safe. Does anybody hear me?
Let's go! This way! This way, hurry!
Why did you let him in our home? We have no idea who's after him.
Our target for this year's Purge is hiding in your home. You have 1 hour to find him and give him to us, or we'll kill all of you.
They can't get in here, right? They can't get into our home.
We're gonna make it through tonight, and everything is gonna be okay.
Nothing is ever going to be okay again.
That indeed would be a nightmare in real life. Glad you said that. Indeed. So something happened recently. I'm gonna share this real quick. This was recent within the past month, recent.
Police investigating this chilling video captured on a Ring doorbell camera. Showing 3 people in Halloween costumes outside a home in Alexandria, Virginia, late Tuesday night. The 3 apparently laughing at first. But then their actions quickly become more sinister as the people inside refuse to open the door.
Open the door! I'm gonna count to 10. If this door doesn't open, we're gonna come in.
1, 2. I said Happy Halloween when they first came, asked them to get off the property. When they didn't, that's when I realized it wasn't a joke anymore.
Our affiliate, WJLA, speaking to Shayla, one of the family members inside.
They tore the whole thing down.
She says the trio made its way to the backyard, destroying her fence and damaging a backdoor screen.
They came through there, and that's how they entered to get to our door to be able to knock on the back door.
Police are now working to identify the individuals.
We're going to take every step once we identify them to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.
What at first was seen as an unnerving prank, police now say was an attempted burglary.
Going around to their backyard, destroying property, really brings alarm and transitions from a prank to a criminal offense. And we take these incidents seriously.
Really scary. And the chief says people should not be made to feel unsafe in their homes. But Shayla, who stays in the home with her mom, says that's exactly how they felt. Police are asking neighbors to check their cameras and share footage as investigators pledge to track down the people behind those masks.
That would be a nightmare in real life. We see that. Now, that's one that's documented. How many more have not been made known to the public? Let's use logic. Okay. Okay. Did you guys see the news clip that I just shared? Let me get a thumbs up if you just saw the news clip that I just shared. You got some people here. Come on, man. Just give me a thumbs up if you caught the news clip I just shared. Because one of the brothers said the stream cut off and came back. Let me see what the issue was. Which one? Oh, it was like 5 seconds. Half of it. All right. All right. Well, it's going to be in the description. It's going to be in the description. It's from the news. I don't know why they would interrupt with a copyright. I've been encountering that like crazy with stuff that is absolutely fair use, absolutely covered under the grounds of being able to use freely for educational purposes and even for entertainment purposes, as they say nowadays. And I'm always getting some type of flag and I got to fight it, and then it goes away, and but it causes some type of disturbance. So the clip of the news article with masked individuals in Virginia, about 4 of them, that was terrorizing this woman's home, and they was in different costumes. One was wearing a Michael Myers, one had a clown face, one had something like four different masks or what have you, or costumes, and they terrorized this family. And it was reported, and the news reported on it. And I said, how many times can you imagine this has happened, but it wasn't broadcasted? We don't know about it. That's just one instance. So our reality is based off movies and television. Share another one. Another popular movie. They just did a part 2 to it. And this is from an actual story. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of things are necessary. A lot of things are necessary. Absolutely. Popular movie here as well. Strangers. I think I'm going to change it from a statement to a question. Is our reality based off movies and television? I know it is. So I said it definitively, but I think I need to rephrase it and put it as a question so it triggers your mind to wonder. This can't be, there's no such thing as coincidence. This is by design.
I just want to tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
You are my girl.
I love you, Jimmy.
What is that?
Another one inspired by true events. See it?
What is that?
Inspired by true events.
It's okay, there's nothing here. I haven't heard a dog bark or a car pass. Nothing.
There's someone out there.
Hello?
What is it?
It's my phone.
Oh my God.
We gotta get out of here. Then open the door, and I just want you to run, okay?
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you were home.
It's crazy. Because you were home. Inspired by true events. This is what inspired the movie Strangers. This is what inspired that movie Strangers. The Keddie murders. An unsolved quadruple homicide that occurred over the night of April 11th and 12th in 1981 in Keddie, California. Yep, that's what it's based off of. And I have hold on. I believe this is it right here. No, it's not. Wow, okay. Okay. I thought I had another clip with the Keddie murders, but I don't. But again, let me see if I can find one real quick. Let me see. Give me 1 second. One second. Well, you know what? I'll have it and I'll put it in the description. But that's what the Strangers movie is based off of. It's based off of what transpired in Keddie, California. 4 people that were killed in a cabin. Right? So now there's another movie that came out before the incident happened that I'm going to share. Okay, this is here we go. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was 95, 96. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big country, man. This country is big. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised what you encounter. So this movie clip I'm gonna share, I think it was 95, 96 when it came out. And then something happened a couple years later. Most likely inspired by the movie. Let me get to it. This is a scene from Heat. I don't want to play the whole thing. I want to get to a point. Right here.
Get down.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
And this is the first time in a movie where there was no music playing during the shootout scene. And if you saw this in theaters, like I did with the people I went to see it with at the time, the way them gunshots sounded through the speakers in the theater, it sounded like it was actually happening. So this was an intense scene. There's no music. It's just gunshots. All right, so I'm not going to play anymore. So if you're familiar, yep, classic. Who's that? I'm not Ed Gein. Who's that? So if you're familiar with the movie Heat, De Niro, Pacino, right? He's a bank robber with his people. They go on a they do heists. So they heist this, they rob this bank, and they get into a crazy shootout with the police. And let me see. No, not this one. A couple years after the movie Heat, couple years after Heat, let me see. Yeah, he came out in 95. He came out in 95. So 2 years later, this happened. And this is an actual news clip live while it was taking place. This happened in 1997. The North Hollywood shootout, bank robbers.
We were describing a while ago. Look at the Ford Explorer. Its windows are already blown out. This is the gunman after he came out of the bank. This is the first of two gunmen that shot it out with police, and we're showing you this again to give you an idea of the type of firefight that took place about 9:50 this morning, about 50 minutes after these bank robbers were confronted. Now, this is the gunman. He's crouching. He starts to walk away almost nonchalantly, but look at him with his AK-47. Now he's starting to open up. Police, he's firing at police who are across the street in a parking lot. Now he's walking. This is what makes me think he had body armor on, because this is a guy who is almost nonchalant. And
this shootout went on for a little minute. People were killed and people were injured. Multiple. And they were body armored up and high powered weaponry. Basically try to mimic the movie Heat. And Heat is definitely based off of some real events, some real bank heist that happened, and it was never documented or broadcasted, like a lot of things that happened that people don't know about.
in the way he's walking around in that parking lot.
And sort of indiscriminate firing.
A clip full of bullets. He just sets down. Now he's changing. Another clip, pulls it out of what looks like an ammunition pack, puts another clip in there, and he's getting ready to do the same thing over again. Now you see the white car? The white car is the getaway car. Here is another pack over in the handicap parking in the bank. We don't know what was in there, but he comes out shooting across the top of the car. See the firing from inside the car? That's the second gunman. He throws something out. They're using this getaway car as cover as they fire at police who are all taking cover across the street.
This was live, 1997. This was live. Somebody was in the helicopter filming this live.
As well as residents and people who happen to be shopping in the area, just hit the ground.
We heard one of the people in the bank, or was just entering the bank when this was taking place, people were still lining up at the ATM machines when this was beginning to take place. I presume by this time they had all taken cover. But now he starts to try to get in. It's almost as if they're firing, but they're lost. They don't know what to do. And now the getaway car with the one gunman inside starts to leave. Here's the second gunman. He's on foot. Perhaps they feel that they have a better chance if the gunman drives and the other gunman provides tactical cover. This is almost a military type of tactical situation. These guys act as if they have had military training. I only say that because if you're in the car, you're vulnerable. If somebody's walking along the side of the car, using the car as cover and firing as he is, it keeps the heads down of police across the street. Okay, keep going. We're going to go a little further, he is probably saying. I'm only guessing. But then he moves over to what looks like another car. I remember watching this. Again, this is about 9:50. And he moves over behind another car. Was this another getaway car?
Gene, if I remember correctly, when we heard from Armando Jimenez, he said that there were two cars that pulled up in front of that bank.
So this could be another one. But gunman, now you see, this is a police car, one of the first arriving police cars. Its windows are already blown out. Now, the gunman is over by the brown car. He continues to fire and walk. There's still fire coming from the gunman inside the car. The two of them are walking around, spraying the entire neighborhood, keeping heads down. Now he's starting tactically to move away and down the road, firing the AK-47 as he goes. Now, as he goes behind this, you can see the smoke from the magazine of the AK-47, but he's gone for a long time here, and when he comes back, he's lost the AK-47, probably jammed or ran out of bullets. He crouches down. Now when he comes out again, and it's going to be at the other side, he has a pistol. Now, the gunman in the car has already gone down the street. We're going to lose him in a minute. We'll get back to him in a minute. But they're going to come back in this picture, courtesy of KCAL TV, by the way, Channel 9. Our helicopter at that point had to refuel, was over at Burbank Airport. KCAL provided these pictures. The way the car is flopping around, it looks like the tires were shot out. Now, the gunman we've lost between the bushes and the semi-truck, he starts to come out again. The AK-47 is no longer there. He has a revolver or an automatic pistol. He comes out. You see the police officer. You see bystanders running, for one thing. And here's a police officer coming around the corner. Now, this is one of those moments of valor we were just talking about. He is confronting, the other gunman in the car has already driven down the street. Now, he's confronting this gunman between the bushes and that truck. Standing there, weapon ready. The gunman comes out. I understand we don't have the shot of where he's actually shot here. We'll see if we do. But anyway, these are the officers that have done everything they can to keep these gunmen in sight long enough that they can engage them. Now you see the gunman. He's coming out from behind that truck. There he is, walking. He sees the police officers as he comes. We missed it. Okay.
Well, we're going to bring you up to date.
He is shot and killed within about 4 seconds after that. He fires at them, they fire back and kill him.
You saw that all happening live.
Yeah.
Incredible. As we told you, this has been a very fluid situation. It started at 9 o'clock this morning at the Bank of America in North Hollywood. It was described by Commander Tim McBride as a takedown robbery at 9 a.m. We know at this point that
joined at the
2 years after Heat. So is our reality based off movies and television? That would be the proper question. Continuing with the topic of predictive programming. And just think of so many other scenarios that they put in movies or they put in television. Like what's happening with this 3-Eye Atlas and this alleged threat that's coming to Earth. What is the actual play? What is the actual plan? What do they have up their sleeve? So with that, salute to everybody that tuned in. We'll be back next week, God willing, with another one. Share your thoughts. Let me know what's up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not coming from just someone's imagination. Like Chronicles of Narnia and Lord of the Rings and things of that nature. That's not from an imagination. Everything that they broadcast from Hollywood in movie or television is based off of something real, something true. This is how they cast their spells. This is how they indoctrinate the people. This is how minds are poisoned and warped, deceived, manipulated. Movies, television, radio. By the prince of the power of the air. The God of this world was blinded the eyes of those that see not and don't want to see. Because if they see, that means they will have to acknowledge. And if they acknowledge, that means they have to repent. And they don't want to. Many are called, few are chosen. Once again, it's God time. Peace. Salute. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. Godspeed to everybody. Peace.